So when did you realize that was even a possibility for you? Because you were part of the Disney Channel universe before, right? Like you did High School
Right.
Musical, the musical series.
I landed the lead in my first show called Gabby Duran that was on Disney when I was 12.
Oh, what?
And I was such a Disney kid growing up. Like, I remember watching Selena and Zendaya on Shake It Up and being like, oh, they're the coolest girls in the world. Like, I want to be that. So I always kind of felt like that was in the cards for me at some point. I felt like I would end up at Disney. And it was actually really interesting because when I first started auditioning, I was just auditioning for like dancer roles. And I like had booked a couple little commercials where you would, have to pause the TV and be like, oh wait, there I am in the back of this Kohl's commercial dancing for 5 seconds. And then that kind of just grew into me auditioning for acting roles and then Disney. But at first it had been Nickelodeon. They offered me a holding deal when I was like 11. So it basically meant like I would sign a contract and just like be with them for a couple years until they could figure out like what to do with me.
And potentially nothing, right? Like it's a risk.
It is such a risk. And, I thought about it for a long time and my team was really like, they wanted me to do it. It's a big opportunity and obviously Nickelodeon's huge. And for my age bracket at that time, like, it's really Nickelodeon and Disney. Like, so I remember thinking about it long and hard and I was like, I'm supposed to be with Disney. I just felt it in my gut. I'm such a true Disney girl and I just had seen it for me since I was little. So I told them, I was like, no, we got to wait for Disney. I know it's coming.
At 11 years old this was?
Yeah.
Wow.
My team was like, what are you doing? I was like, no, we got to wait. So thank God I did that because I got the show a few probably months after that.
Wait, that's wild.
Yeah.
So when do you realize that Descendants could be a possibility for you in your Disney trajectory? How do they tell you? Because did you have to audition with other people or did they know that you were right for the role?
I did like a Zoom. I mean, the execs, like they had seen me grow up because, I had been with the channel since I was 12. So I think the cool thing about Disney is like once you're in the family, like you're very much in the family and, they think of you for other things and they're always, kind of keeping you in their back pocket, which I think is cool. But after I did the Gabby Duran show, I thought that was it. I was like, okay, cool. I ended the show when I was 15. I signed a record deal that same year and I was like, cool, I'm just gonna like focus on music now and like, I guess that's it for my Disney journey. And then through the process of me, being a new artist on this label and trying to find my footing and I had just been in with like all these writers and producers and I still felt like I wasn't, finding my sound yet and so many cooks in the kitchen telling me, what kind of music I should be making.
Was this your time with like L.A. Reid?
No. Oh my gosh. That was like years ago. I had done label meetings when I was like 10. I feel like I've lived like 9 lives. I swear.
Definitely have.
Yes. 100%. I feel like I'm so woven in the fabric of like every aspect of the industry since I've been doing it for so long. But no, I got signed to APG.
Oh, got it.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I think I had just turned 16.
Wow.
But I was really frustrated at that point. This was like a year into the deal. And I was just like, I feel like, I know I have a vision for myself. I know the kind of music I want to make, but there's, so many politics in music as well, especially as a new artist. You do so much to kind of make the label happy and make other people happy. And I was just kind of like, I don't know what to do right now with my music. And kind of around that same time, Disney had circled back and they were like, hey, Kylie, like we're doing a new season of High School Musical, the series. Like there's this really cool part for you. You'd get to sing on it. And I was like, cool, like maybe I should go back and try Disney one more time. Maybe it's not the end of the journey. And also I had been so frustrated with kind of the label side of things, also with like the music videos. Like, I think we are in a weird time in music where, labels don't see videos as valuable as they used to be. Which I get, but that's also the reason I became an artist because
music videos.
I'm obsessed with music videos and the visual aspect and telling those stories through visuals, especially as a dancer. Like, I just want to make videos where I can dance. And I was like, well, if I go back to acting, I can use this money to fund my own videos. So I think that was also something that people don't know. I feel like people think like, yeah, but that's the realistic part of it. And when Descendants also came around, that was after I had done High School Musical. And the execs were like, hey, we're bringing back Descendants. Like, we'd love for you to read for it. And that's when I was like, oh, shoot, like, this is a huge deal, huge pressure. But, like, I'd love to read for it. I thought the character was sick. To play the daughter of the Queen of Hearts would be so cool. There's never been a daughter of the Queen of Hearts.
Rita Ora is your mom?
Rita Ora is my mom,
Icon.
which is sick.
Hi, Rita Ora.
She wasn't attached to it yet at the time before because I was the first one casted. But
You did reveal other people who were supposed to play that role.
did I? Yes. Wait, am I allowed to say
Wait,
it? I
Katy
probably am.
Perry was
Katy
in
Perry
consideration.
and Christina
Aguilera.
Aguilera.
Wait, what?
They were in talks at the time when I like first
Interesting.
was going through the process. Yeah, kind of crazy.
Mm-hmm.
But no, Rita is incredible. I truly feel there's no one that could have played Queen of Hearts. Like it was made for her.
Totally.
She is that girl.
She's
so
exceptional.
sweet. Not as mean as the Queen of Hearts at all.
She's also like down. Like she will,
Yeah, she's just so cool.
she embodies it.
Yeah, she just is that diva in
Real.
the best way.